Now, in no way am I trying to like hate on the creator or attack the creator. I'm just attacking the argument at hand. With that being said, let's get into the shit.
Is Gyotaro stronger than Upper Moon 6 level? When it comes to the Upper Moons, it could be easy to just take the rankings at face value and call it a day. While in a lot of these cases I can understand that and even agree with the ranks, I must say that when it comes to Gyotaro, it is quite a complex situation. A heads up, I will not be discussing anything that hasn't been shown in the anime,
I'll try not to use anything shown after the anime, but just for some points I will have to use stuff in the manga.
Only watchers can enjoy without worrying about spoilers. So Upper Moon 3, 2, and 1 will not be discussed very heavily. I'm going to start off by saying to all those who are already skeptical, there's one character I'd like to bring up that might change your mind, and that character is Nakime. Though she was not an Upper Moon when Gyotaro, Daki, Goko, and Hantengu were occupying their roles, without saying too much, she proves she is one of, if not the strongest, blood demon arts.
This is really ambiguous. I don't really know what this proves here, but like, the rankings could just be indexed to physical strength, and her blood demon art could just not be indexed to her physical strength.
So bear with me while we dive into the story. As we all know, Gyotaro is the brother of Daki, the other half of Upper Moon 6. While Daki has killed and eaten 7 Hashira, it is unknown the context of these battles and how they played out, so it's safe to say that Daki is significantly weaker than her brother and all of the other Upper Moons. She was a very easy slice for Tengen the first and second time. Making her no longer a threat, she had no choice but to play her trump card, Gyotaro. When he is summoned, he dodges an attack from the Sound Hashira, the fastest of all the current Hashira.
It's really hard to say that Tengen is the fastest Hashira. I think he's trying to use the running speed rankings, which can just not be indexed to combat speed. And obviously combat speed is the thing that's being exhibited here.
This is the first thing that must be highlighted. Not only did he dodge Tengen, he stunned him with the sheer speed which he was capable of moving. Taking this into account, it's quite obvious that Gyotaro's speed is nothing to be scoffed at. Other than Akaza and Kokushibo, we haven't seen intense levels of speed such as that. We did see Gyoko dodging unmarked Tokito's attacks, but seeing how Muichiro is the second slowest of the Hashira, it's not nearly as impressive of a feat.
I mean, Tanjiro was able to sort of react and keep up with Gyutaro, and Muichiro was just way faster than Tanjiro. At the part that we're indexed to, of course.
After we become shocked by this discovery, we learn a little about Gyotaro's weapon. To complement his extraordinary speed, he has his scythes. At base, these are sharp and unorthodox and lethal weapons. But to put the cherry on top, they contain a poison lethal to all humans. The fullest extent of this poison is shown after he nails Tanjiro with one stab. Not only is this poison on his scythes, it is in every attack his blood demon art throws out. Even getting merely nicked by it would kill most people. Unfortunately for him, he was matched up with the worst opponent he could have possibly wished for. A 6'7" shinobi with poison resistance.
Muichiro literally has poison resistance. I don't even know what we're doing here. And then later on in the story, obviously everybody has poison resistance. So.
If it were not for this, he would have instantly killed any other demon slayer or even Hashira that went head to head.
They would all just easily dodge it. Like, they would just never get hurt by it and either immediately like blitz him or just like not get hit.
Head with him. Other than possibly Shinobu, who might have been able to conjure up a cure on the spot or something. Yet even when being matched up against his hardest counter possible, he was still able to pull through on top for a while. This is typically where people call Tengen weak, but if you currently think that, go watch my video about why Tengen is a top 3 Hashira, the link will be in the bio. But no, this is not because Tengen is the weakest Hashira, of course not. This is because Gyotaro is one of the Upper Moons, and one of the strongest ones at that.
Okay, then let's get into it, man. Like, you can stop stalling now, please. It's 12 a.m., bro.
Well, if that were true, why is he literally Upper Moon 6? I'm honored you would ask me, inferior one. As Muzan stated, Daki was holding Gyotaro back. That's not up for discussion. He did say that.
I mean, okay, like, can we hurry up now, please?
Not only are we told, we see in the fight where Gyotaro lends his eye to Daki for the entirety of the fight, both helping her fight and protecting her. Does this instantly mean that he's a higher upper moon by himself? Well, of course not. We can come to that conclusion by dissecting his character's capabilities and feats. Compared to his peers, his power scaling, it's pretty ambiguous. This is because his blood demon art is made purely for killing humans. If he was to fight Zahakuten would probably win in a 1v1. But if we're talking about...
But you said stronger than his peers. How is he stronger than his peers in killing? After this, he says that Gyutaro's blood demon art is more effective at killing humans. But that doesn't matter about who is stronger than the other. That doesn't correlate.
About which blood demon art is the most effective for killing humans, Gyotaro's is much stronger.
Obviously, you mean that his blood demon art is much stronger. So, how does this change anything about Gyutaro stat-wise? Like, literally anything. It doesn't change anything about him stat-wise or in any other way. He'd still be the weakest upper moon. He'd just have a good blood demon art, which doesn't make you stronger than someone. As in Demon Slayer, being stronger than someone means that you're faster. So his BDA doesn't mean that his BDA being stronger doesn't mean that he is necessarily stronger.
Zahakuten has superior range and an unmatched complexity. Yet I believe more Hashira would have a better chance of 1v1ing Hantengu over Gyotaro. Majority of the Hashira do not have the speed to match Gyotaro, nor do they have anything in their kit to counteract that poison. If we're talking about demons fighting each other, I could understand Gyotaro being as low as Upper Moon 5 or 6, but when it comes to having the most effective tools to killing a human, Gyotaro is easily Upper Moon 4. At the end of the day, every character has their own strength.
No, bro. At the end of the day, being faster and stats matter more than just having better matchups in each other. Let's say character A has a weapon that can immediately kill character B, but character B is so much faster that character A can never use it. And character A just has to hit character B's neck to kill it. If character B is so much faster, it will win. Since both characters have a win con, but character A cannot act on it.
Strengths that the others don't have, and the weaknesses that the others don't have. So in this show, the matchup is everything. Mitsuri had the range to fight Hantengu. Gyome had more range. Could he have been a better matchup for Hantengu? Probably. Tengen had the poison resistance to fight Gyotaro. But he didn't have the smarts that Shinobu had. Would she have been a better matchup? Who knows?
Not much else to say here that I haven't really already addressed. Really, it's just that you have to use stats for these analyses, man.
Comment down below, let me know what you all think. Let me know what matchup you would have liked to see in the show or possibly in a data book. And stay blessed.
I just think in this analysis and in this video, you just looked at it from a very skeptic lens without really looking at the full picture and without really looking at stats or really looking at anything else, and just looking at it from a very just one-noted glance.